Well, welcome to our pre-video for Chapter 4. I am sending two videos to you. One will be the chapter review, and then I did a separate one on the vocabulary for this chapter. I think you'll find both of them very helpful. So let's go over this and preparing for our class on Tuesday. So what I want you to be able to do by Saturday of this week is I want you to be able to write out in Hebrew Genesis 1:1 from memory. So be a little bit of a challenge. I'm not wanting you to write out the accent marks, the cantillation marks, but I do want you to try to do the vowel points. So you probably have in your memory already Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim va'et haaretz. Now what we're trying to do is to take that from auditory to actually being able to write it down in Hebrew. So big goal for this week, be able to do that, write it out. The second thing, listen to a native speaker read Genesis 1:1-5. The whole thing 1:1-2:4 is on this link. Just do the first five. The first five is enough. If you want to listen to the whole thing, you can do that. Learn vocabulary 31-35. I think I came up with a way to do that a little bit better than we've been doing it in the past, and so this PowerPoint link should work, and it's about a 10-minute video. It should help you with the vocab for this week. Quiz A and B. Again, you guys are doing a great job. Some of you haven't turned in any work yet. If you could let me know why that's the case, that would be good. Go ahead and make sure you do turn in these this week so we can keep everybody on the same pace here. I want us to make sure we learn the Shva, and here's the rule that I want you to learn, kind of a basic rule. If the vowel is long before the Shva is loud. If the vowel is short before the Shva is silent. So if you can remember, long, loud, short, silent. So in other words, if you see a Shva and you have these short vowels, ptah, segol, hirik by itself, U-class comments hatuf, they call it, and we'll learn about that, or kibbutz, then the Shva following it is going to be silent, short, silent. If it's a comments or any of these combination letters, Sere, Segol, Hirik, Yod, or Holam Vav, or a Shurik, then long, that would be a long vowel. The following Shva would be loud. That is, it would be a vocal Shva. So as you're hearing the guy read, keep that in mind when you come to Shva. It will help you. So this is Cutts and Josberger. Their chart. Davidson's Hebrew has it this way. Same thing. Comment, Seri, Hirik, Yod, Holam, or Shurik is long. And so if it's a long vowel before the Shva is loud. If it's a ptah, segol, Hirik by itself, comments hatuf, which technically is an O class, or a kibbutz, then short, silent. So that's a nice chart. Predico and Van Pelt do it this way. So the comment serre holum, of course, any of the historic vowel combinations are going to be long as well. And then short are all of these. Short, silent, schwa, long, loud. So that's what we're going to work on. We have the one-page ledger. I encourage you to get that printed out somewhere. It's nicely done on an 11 by 17 sheet of paper. I would get it laminated. You'll find it helpful, I think. There's a PDF link to all the verbs in all the words in Hebrew. You'll find that helpful. So what we're going to look at today are nouns and adjectives. And in Hebrew, nouns and adjectives have gender. So if you're talking about a house in Hebrew, that word house is going to be either masculine or feminine. If you're talking about a door, the door will be masculine or feminine. If you're talking about the sky, if you're talking about the word, all those have genders. In fact, a lot of languages are like that. Greek is like that. Latin is like that. But English is different because by and large, words don't have gender in English. Some people talk about a boat as a she, but if you said, what's the gender of a tree, as English speakers, we wouldn't have any idea. Well, in Hebrew, that's not the case. Every noun has a gender in Hebrew. So this is a chart, and I want you to memorize this chart. And we're dealing with the word horse, so sus. So if you're talking about a male horse in Hebrew, you don't add anything to it. It's just what it is. And so horse. But if you want to say female horse, you're going to add to the end. So sus is a male horse. Susa is a female horse. If you're talking about a bunch of horses, a bunch of male horses, it's susim. We've already talked about that with Elohim. Im ending gives you a plural, and the oath ending gives you a feminine plural. So one female horse is susa, and a bunch of female horses are susoth. So you want to learn that very, very well. You add nothing if it's masculine. You add im if it's masculine plural. If it's feminine singular. Oath if it's feminine plural. Now, Hebrew has a nice function that English doesn't have. In that, in Hebrew, you can talk about what if you only have two. So sus is a male horse, susim are a bunch of horses. But what about if you wanted to say two male horses? Well, in Hebrew, you would use what's called the dual. Susaim. Susaim. Aim. That aim ending is the dual ending. And so if you want to say there are two of something, that's what you would say. So Eloah, one God. Elohim would be two gods, and Elohim would be three gods, or three or more gods. Susa is one feminine horse, feminine horse. Susathaim is two feminine horses, and Susoth is more than two horses. So the Aim and im ending will be your dual masculine and your plural masculine. And then the thyme will be the dual feminine, and oath will be your more than two feminine endings. Now, construct we're going to learn later. That's if you want to say horse of something, female horse of something, horses, dual horses of someone, female horses of someone, more than two horses of, more than two female horses of. So we will learn the construct a little down the road, but for now, I want you to be able to fill in that, fill in that, and fill in that for your quiz. And if you have an adjective that modifies any of those words, so if you say the good man, well, man is singular, good would have to be singular. If you wanted to say the two good men, well, you would have to put the word good in the masculine dual, and if you were talking about more than two good men, you would put it in the plural. So this is an important chart. We will go over this many times, but for now, you want to learn these three segments and be able to write that out for the quiz. Now, the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to a resource, and here's the footnote. It's John Joseph Owen's Analytical Key to the Old Testament, Volume 1, and this is page 1. This is a fantastic tool. It's called Acode, Analytical Key to the Old Testament. You can get it in Logos. It's a little bit expensive. I think I paid $200 for the paper copy, and I used it for many, many years. And then when it came out on Logos, I paid $200 for the digital copy, and I've used it every single day. This is indispensable to learning to volume read, and your goal is you want to get to the place where instead of reaching for the ESV, you reach for the Hebrew Bible, because it's just more comfortable to you to read in the original language. So I put this in chart form. Here I can insert columns above. So I should have done this before class, but if you'll give me time. So this is BHS, and this is going to be Acode, and I just put it in nice table so you can see it side by side. So Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, and you can see that Acode gives you every word. So it's a preposition plus a noun, feminine, singular construct. So Reshit is a feminine singular construct noun, and then they give you the whole translation in the beginning. Bara is a call, perfect, and we're going to learn exactly what that is, but it's a verb, and it means he created. Third masculine singular, they parse it for you. Elohim, noun masculine plural, usually translated as God. Et hashamayim, definite direct object, plus the definite article, so that's the definite article, plus the noun masculine dual, shamayim, the heavens, or literally, I guess, the two heavens, if you're going to translate the dual. Va'et haaretz, so va is a conjunction, plus et, the definite direct object marker, plus ha, which is the definite article, and then aretz will be a noun feminine singular. And if they don't put anything, it's feminine singular absolute. So Acode, this resource, Analytical Key to the Old Testament, is parsing every word for us. V'ha'aretz, so you've got the conjunction and, the definite article ha, then a noun feminine singular, aretz, the earth. Tohu va'bohu. Tohu is a noun masculine singular, means without form. Va'vohu is the conjunction and, so that's right there, plus a noun masculine singular, vohu, and it means void. And so you can see if you go through all of this, it's going to parse every word for you. And v'ha'aretz hayita tohu vavohu v'choshek al pnei tehom v'ruach Elohim merachefet al pnei hamayim. And so, you say, what is merachefet? Well, it's a PL participle, feminine singular, was moving. Why is it feminine? Because the word ruach, spirit, is a noun feminine singular, and its construct, spirit of, the spirit of Elohim. So you can see that this Acode is going to be indispensable in learning to read Hebrew. So if it's part of the package that the school is having you use, that's great. My money, the first purchase you should make in learning Hebrew is BHS, and for my money, the second one is Acode. I bought those two, I think in 2009 in Logos, and I've used it every day since 2009. If volume reading is your goal, then that's the tool that you want. Then we have the vocab, and I just put the list here to kind of review, but there is a very nice review, I think, on the PowerPoint here. So be encouraged. I'm very pleased with how you're doing. Thank you for your hard work. Can't wait for our class on Tuesday, and I'll see you then. Thanks.